I don't often get a chance to share what the mission of Walden's photography is with our clients, or at least not to the degree I would love to. And so I thought I would take a minute and produce this little short film on why we do what we do. Many years ago, decades ago, we began a type of photography, an art form we called relationship portraits. And it has since then also been one of the most popular, well-known art forms across the country, and certainly among our client base. And it was really built on telling people stories, celebrating their stories. One of the things that I love to ask in your design appointment is, if this portrait were a chapter in your life, what would the bold print be? Tell me the story behind the image that we're creating. And it's not so that we can interpret it literally, but it's more so that we know when to push the button, when to take the photograph. You can tell in the body language, or the expression on a face, or the simplicity of the way somebody snuggles up with somebody, with their children, or somebody they love. You can see that story play out. And maybe it's in an abstract way, but it's still very, very evident. And I think this really came for us back decades ago when we decided to write a mission statement for us. And I know there's a million ways to write them, but for us, we wanted one that was simple, clean, concise. Somebody told me, and it stuck with me, that your mission statement, if it's going to serve as a compass for your business, that it needs to be so simple that a 10-year-old can understand it. So over 2 decades ago, we wrote the mission statement. I keep it on my desk in front of me in my office. I have it on a small little heart that was made for us by our marketing director of 20 years. She made this for me to keep in front of me, and that mission statement is this: to capture what only the heart can see with the quality that only a few can produce. It's been a perfect yardstick for us, and it's helped keep us on track. You'll notice that it keeps the heart first, that this is why we're here, is to tell the stories, to celebrate the people, to create legacy pieces. You can get a million photographs in a million different places, but we want to make sure that a Walden portrait is something that is not only on your walls, but is something that is passed down from generation to generation. It's a true statement of who you love. It's a true statement of the values and the emotions and the stories of those people, and it's done in a way where it can be celebrated from generation to generation. It's truly investment worthy, putting it on your wall and passing it down through your kids. So the heart is number one, but you'll notice it's to capture what only the heart can see. So that keeps that first, but with the quality that only a few can produce. My father used to come to me. He was an amazing artist and photographer, and he'd tell me, Tim, you can come to me with anything you want except an excuse. Don't show up with one of those. And it's always been the driving force under what we do. No excuses. You know, I love to say that the features and the qualities, let me put it this way, the qualities that make a beautiful portrait, lighting, posing, sense of design, emotion, those don't come as features on your digital camera. Those come with a lot of experience, with a heart for what you're doing, and a lot of training, how to execute that. So I wanted to make sure Bev and I did that as we created our mission statement, that it certainly celebrated the most important thing, you, our clients, the people we photograph. But it did it without deficiencies, without mediocrity, without cuteness or novelty, but in a way that was substantive, that was beautiful, that was rich, so that when people walk in your home and they see a Walden portrait on your wall and they stop, nothing else in that room matters, at least for a while, because it makes a statement of who you love, what's important to you. And we want to make sure our work accomplishes that. So our mission statement at Walden's to capture what only the heart can see with the quality only a few can produce. I wanted to take off and get a chance to do it and share that with you.